Happy about my decision. Some days you talk to some old teammates and you're like, dang, that could be me. But I mean, the chance we have and like the opportunity we have this year, it's just it's gonna be fun once it gets rolling in the games and we get in the conference play and stuff. It's gonna be on a whole nother level.
You obviously didn't get to play. You had to watch those games at the end of last year. But how much do you think coming close and coming up short has carried over this year? How much hungrier maybe does it make you, if at all?
I mean, that's the motive. Not winning the last game. Set the tone. Right when we got back to the hotel, guys were talking about coming back and finishing what we started. So, I mean, that's been the motive the whole time.
Has that carried over? I mean, do you still get the sense that guys are driven by that?
For sure.
How much did the injury affect your decision to return, really, if at all?
I mean, it did a lot. I just didn't feel comfortable, putting myself in a situation where I could, be stuck and not be able to come back and, finish out, my career here and have a chance to, thrive off, being healthy.
How much does this season, about that motivation from the championship game last year, have sort of a you got to win it all or it's a bust kind of situation this year?
I wouldn't say that you have to win it all or it's a bust. It's just, we set the bar for ourselves that it would end up being a bust just because we're like, we've been on like a path to get back to the Final Four and to the championship game, and that's probably what would be more of a bust is like, coming up short on it. But at the end of the day, that's not the whole thing that we're trying to do. Everybody's trying to, help out each other. Like we really are brothers keepers. So that's what it's really about. It's just making sure everybody's got an opportunity to be somewhere at the end of the season.
Well, I know Jay Billis has talked about you guys maybe doing something historic this year. I mean, it's kind of like beyond, to me, even the 40-0 stuff, something historic, something that does, some team's going to win it every year. But you guys have a chance to do something that doesn't happen very often. That's how I take historic. I wonder what you think of that.
Same way you take it. Historic is, is it a big thing that he just put on us? Yeah, but I mean that's the expectation you got, for coming here. But I mean it's historic is just, exactly how you said it.
Did you guys learn anything, Willie, from last year's experience and the 40-0 stuff that can help deal with all of that sort of thing, those kind of expectations?
Well, I think for like me, Alex, and some of the other guys that came back, 40-0 is not realistic. And the freshman came in, it was kind of funny because, after the season, we really asked them, like, did y'all really believe that, the U was going to go 40-0? And it was like, yo, honest to God, like, we really thought so. And I'm like, y'all really thought that? Like, that's crazy. Like, I never would have thought that. Like, when it came up, it was like, y'all are in for a rude awakening. Like, this is tough. Like, it's not going to be easy. It's not as easy as what, guys make it look like.
Does that still hold true for this team? Because, we see so many really good players, and it's hard to resist at least thinking that.
Oh, it's still the same. Thing is, it's not going to be easy because you're going to get everybody's best, especially this year. You're going to get everybody's best every game. So there's not going to be one easy game. Like, it doesn't matter who we're playing, their players is going to automatically be jacked the players.
What was your takeaway from the combine? I mean, what kind of feedback that you can relate that they gave you that you kind of took to heart to use this year?
I mean, it's kind of been just the same stuff that you read. It's, super athletic, runs the floor, well, skilled, but doesn't really know what to do with it. But I mean, it's the same stuff. But I don't, really take it to heart. I just, kind of build off and get into the gym and work on, the stuff that they say that, you got to improve on.
How different was that having that many scouts looking in on you? I mean, was that kind of unreal, especially with it being on TV?
If I was a new guy coming in, I would, be super starstruck, right? But, being here, that's what it is. That's what it's about being here. So, I mean, it didn't really even affect me when they was here.
Did you watch it, or replay, or tape it and watch it?
No.
What do you feel like your role is on this team? I mean, your niche. I mean, where you are going to step in to make this team, better.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Right now, I'd have to, see how the games go. Practice is too difficult to tell what your niche is or what your purpose is on the teams. I mean, everybody's got the same purpose, and that's just doing what, what you do that makes you, who you are, and that's the niche. I mean, whatever, it could be whatever. It's hard to tell.
When we asked Coach Cal about you more than once, he stressed the importance of staying in the circle. And I don't really know what that means. I'm hoping you do.
I don't. I wondered the same thing. It doesn't make sense to me, but stay in the circle.
I took it to mean be yourself, but don't be too much yourself as a personality. You know what I mean? Not alienate yourself, but don't separate yourself too much.
I think what he's really saying is be with the team. Like when I was hurt, I wasn't around a lot. I kind of did my own thing, and I think that's what he really meant. Is now that I'm back, it was just different. Like I felt like I was not a part of anything, so I kind of separated myself and did my own thing, and that's kind of what he's talking about. Like that. But now that I'm back, I'm full force back, and I get along with my teammates, and they're really my brothers, so I be around them. But when I was hurt, like I feel like I wasn't a part of nothing, so I kind of separated myself as a way to cope to myself for me not playing. And I think that's the biggest thing that he was talking about.
What were you